When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give to the tailback. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Touchdown, Volunteer! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Scrambling away. Slings it downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes. But good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. The ball's free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Aguilar. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants to throw it again. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tennessee! A great catch and run for 6.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Oh, and he missed it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. It's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now from quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Frazier. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Here's the handoff. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
Georgia, 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown ball. And they turn it into a defensive score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming looks like an old punching bag out there today, and I did not expect to say that. This fan base, heck, this coaching staff were not expecting these results. They're trailing by 14 to Utah. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The toss sweep to the right. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Coming off the season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them, but I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
And the Bulldogs are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete on the right side. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. That's caught, it's Thomas. Crosses the 40, breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is... nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Here we go. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's good. He hit that And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Oh, he wants it all. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Now on the return. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now they'll run it to the right here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Bulldogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
Tennessee.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw at Stockton. Right on the money. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll pull them back to within 6. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half. Runs through a tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Short, they'll go to the power running game. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
On the ground, it's Frazier. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires left. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive line. And you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football?
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The give to the back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Out of the gun, the inside kid.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Flips it out in the flat. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They're going to ride this running back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. To the air, it's Stockton. He's got it and still on his feet. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good. Still down by 6. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Makes the catch on the left. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish.
Georgia, 17.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Back to throw. It's Aguilar. He tries to take the top off. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun on third down. Skips away from pressure. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's White. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to buy time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Complete downfield. Lots of running room. The 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Under fire. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Georgia going up tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
3rd down play from the gun. Rushes on him. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the right. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And the comeback is on.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Picks up the first down, still moving. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to the ground game on the left. Shakes off the defender.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Using his legs to buy some time. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And what an inopportune moment to throw that INT. They're barely holding on to a lead here late in the game, and that's a situation, David, as a quarterback, where you've got to be so good with your decision-making and ball security. That mistake could really cost his team.
And this defense, that is just what they need. Man, you're down late in the football game, and now you get a chance to give your offense the football to go possibly take the lead in this game. Great job by this defense when they needed it the most.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would... in a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, obviously, here in the 4th quarter trailing, you're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. We're expecting them to throw it here on 3rd.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they've tied the game.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Aguilar. He's got him in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Vols can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. And here's a fumble way behind the line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the 2nd overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Stockton. It's complete to the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
1st and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll move the wide receiver. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Delp. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we've got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Defense has made it tough, but they'll try to plow their way in here on third and goal in overtime. Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! And they score first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And I know this offense wanted a touchdown, but it was important to make that field goal. Now, listen, your defense is on the field. It's a disadvantage to play defense second, but you know you've got to get a stop and keep them out of the end zone if you want to get the W.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Miller wants to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Going to swing it on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now on third down, and at the very least, trying to get into a little better field goal position. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Almost intercepted, and that would have won the game, but now they need one more stop to seal it.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the